Hello, hello! Hello, everyone. How are we all doing? Oh, one moment. Hello there, Chaotic! And hello there, Luna. Welcome, welcome. I hope we're all doing well. Give me one moment. I just need to quickly close my window. I hope everyone's doing great today. I haven't slept yet. I wanted to pop in because I missed the last two. Don't worry about it. Also, why haven't you slept, huh? Why you no sleep? Why you no slept? Hello, Ashin. Welcome, welcome. Ashin, I'm glad that the moon magic is alive. How am I? I'd say I'm doing pretty alright. I got paid. Paid off my hotel booking for July. So the only thing left is basically to book my train. And that's about it for the trip in July. And apart from that, I have about £150 to use for art. So, I'm going to enjoy that. Okay. As you're doing well today, taking a day off to relax. Miss my chaos? Ah, I'm glad to hear it. Anyways, let's get back to the MSQ, shall we? Let me have a look at this. Shadow Stride. Rush to the enemy target's location. I might want to set up some extra shortcut keys for some of these. Ooh! I knew you could do it. Not only because of your blessing, you have a strength all of your own, and it has seen us through many a trial. Oh!
Novate_ just resubscribed for 19 months.
Nova, how's the poop going? Thank you for the thank you for the sub. And yes, of course, there's always new art coming from me. You know me. With the Warden defeated, I believe our work here is done. It is time we were going together, needless to say. To the bitter end, the fate of our two worlds being at stake and all that. Now then, I suggest we hurry back to the Crystarium. Much and more may have happened while we were frolicking with the Fey folk. That Ranjit elected to pursue us makes me hopeful the city was spared Yulmore's attentions, but I would sooner see for myself. You wrote your first diary? I did see. Keep up the good work. Besides, I believe I speak for us all when I say that I've had a bellyful of Ilmeg. Let us away before the fairies think to play with us again. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Okay, Crystarium. Zoom, and there we go. Bum ba-dum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 bum. I like my little PNG for this game. Wait a second. Oh, hold up a moment. Hold up a moment. Okay, anyways. Oh, yes. Always amazing art. The thing is, I try to work with as many artists as I can. Because at the end of the day, I want to give as many people the chance to be seen as I can. But yeah. Let me just check a few things here and there, and we should all be good. It lives, the moon lives, I know, right? Oh, voice cutscene? Definitely a voice cutscene. Oh, it looks like everything's fine and dandy here. If anything, it looks more lively than before.
Yes. Yulmor was plainly more concerned with finding us. How flattering.
No, it's not. Ah, I thought for a moment. Wait a second. Hold on a moment.
You certainly took your time. I had half resolved to complete the task myself.
Hold on a moment. I've seen a lot of artworks about you and VJ. Hey! Hold on a moment here. You!
And you are...
Were one to study the annals of Garlean history, one would find yonder visage on many a page. Though by rights its youth should long since have faded.
And yet here he is.
Well, well, we have a historian in our midst. That spares me a lengthy explanation. I am Solus Sos Galvus, founding father of the Garlean Empire, and under various guises, the architect of myriad other imperially inclined nations.
So, to what do I owe the pleasure, you piece of shit?
As for my true identity...
Go on.
I am Emmett Selk, Asian.
And there we go.
Gaia spoke of you, a native of the Source.
Equal in rank to La Habrea. And you came all this way just to introduce yourself to us?
Behold the sky, restored to its former glory. Have you ever seen a more affecting spectacle? Oh, it is truly, deeply... infuriating.
Aww.
Do you have any idea how much you have delayed the rejoining?
Aww, boo-hoo.
Following the flood, the first had been listing ever further towards the light, towards stasis. The end was in sight.
Sorry about that, just messaging an artist about something.
He would haul the world back from the brink. And adding his lumpen weight to the power of growth, he duly tipped the scales, if only by a fraction. Yet a fraction was enough to spoil the perfect imbalance needed to bring about a rejoining.
Aw, listen to him. He's like a little baby. Wow, wow, wow. Somebody threw my toys out of the pram.
Had mankind continued to live in idleness under Vorthry's rule,
all the conditions would have been met.
Ah, what's wrong? Not going according to plan, I see. Well, don't worry. I'll be sure to ruin it even more for you later. Unless you want to go toe-to-toe right now, in fact.
But you had to come and ruin it all.
And in all fairness, I didn't come here by choice. None of us did.
Thanks to your meddling, light supremacy is in doubt, and our painstakingly laid plans are in tatters.
Well, I
Aww.
should begin by thanking you for confirming Urianger's theories on the inner workings of the Calamity. He will be most pleased. As for what happens next, might I suggest you admit defeat and walk away?
Happy to let me go, are you? Because the murderous glint in your eye suggests otherwise. Indeed, it is enough to make me better from confronting you alone.
Shut your mouth. We all know we can't beat you outright. That much is very clear.
Look, it did cross my mind to simply side with Vorthri and kill you all. But that's no different from what La Habre did. And we all know how well that ended for him.
Mm-hmm.
And so, while it is liable to be troublesome, I have settled upon a different approach.
Uh-huh. Go on, then.
Cooperation.
Explain.
I will not raise a hand to hinder your hunt for the Light Wardens. If you desire it, I will even lend you my knowledge and strength.
Why?
Since time immemorial, you and yours have labored to rejoin the 13 shards, at the cost of countless lives. Do you expect us to believe that your objective has suddenly changed?
Nay, our objective is the same as it ever was. Though I dare say, you do not know our motive. A war waged without knowledge of the enemy is no war. It is mere bloodletting. Just once, might we not seek to find common ground?
No, not really, Ascian. Not really at all.
For good or ill, I am immortal. Provided I have the inclination, I can always begin anew, scheme and conspire to my heart's content. But this time I thought that I might instead try to see eye to eye, to understand what drives the hero of the source, to determine if our goals are truly incompatible. So come, shed your preconceptions. See beyond the unscrupulous villains you take us for.
Nah.
When all is said and done, we may find ourselves pleasantly surprised. The proud discoverers of a path of cooperation rather than opposition. Think of it.
You know, I would think about it, but then I kind of just, like, you know, throw up all over the place and I've lost my train of thoughts.
And we would not dismiss it outright. If I may offer thee counsel, however, to make thy case via an illusion reflecteth poorly upon thy sincerity.
My apologies. You will forgive me if I'm not entirely at ease in the presence of a famed Ascian slayer. I felt it only prudent to take precautions.
Aha.
Nonetheless, your counsel is duly noted. I take my leave, friends. Rest assured, we shall meet again soon.
Just hearing him say friends, just like, like, me, friends with an Ascian? Nah. One sec. Okay. Hey! Good bot, Seribot! Good bot. Well done, Seribot. As per usual, Seribot on the ball with these blocks. So anyways, how's chat doing? How we doing, chat? We doing good? Cooperation? He can't be serious, can he? Well, I've certainly been given much to ponder. But first things first, we should report this to the Exarch. You can run along, Nyan. We're perfectly capable of handling this little task. In light of your recent exertions, I'd say you've earned a rest. Go on. Take yourself off to bed. We'll see you later, refreshed and ready for more. Doing farming with some fashion? Ooh, nice. Also, you want to know something interesting, Ashen? Until yesterday, when I was playing with you and Ivory, no one had ever explained a lot of the details to me, like how unrestricted works, how that, like, all that stuff actually, like, functions, and that's, and what it's like, how, yeah, all the details, basically, the small little details, no one ever actually explained it to me. So now I actually know how that works, and I feel like I can actually do that stuff. Anyways, I'm probably gonna have another chat with Aardvark or something. Or whatever, however his name was. Oh, a sandwich basket? There you go. Bum. Come on out. I know you're there. Oh. Hey, yo. For me? I hope the past few days have not been overly taxing. Pray take your rest and recover.
From the Exarch, is it? With that mirror of his, he can watch your every move, you know. You probably think you're talking to yourself.
Damn, happy to help. Unrestricted is so good for farming outfit and doing your book. Ah, yeah.
Still, he's keeping you well fed. Judging by his people's faith in him, he seems to be a decent sort. But so much about him remains shrouded in mystery. Like, what was he doing back in my day? There was no such person when I was around.
Also, Ashen, I have been doing my leveling and grinding and all that, and all of that restricted up until you had decided to do it. That was the first time I ever did an unrestricted run of a duty.
A lot's happened since the flood, though. Since I was set adrift. I know little more than you do of this city's history and the Exarch's past. Not that it matters. It's Emmett Selk we should be concerned about.
Yeah.
When our world was about to be consumed by light, the Ascian in white appeared before us. He said that the only way for us to live on was to bring about the rejoining.
Mm-hmm.
Desperate as we were, we heeded his words, not realizing that the flood was of the Ascian's own making. They cannot be trusted. None of them. But Emmett Selk had one thing right. One should not fight blindly. That's what we did. And it cost us everything we held dear.
You're putting me off my dinner. Tell me about Seto.
What? What about Seto? What is there to say? All right.
There you go. Come on.
He's done some growing. When we were traveling together, he was nowhere near as big, and he obviously couldn't speak. I had no idea how much that medallion meant to him.
There you go.
What
Look
about
at you.
anyway? You must have a friend like Seto. Chocobo, perhaps? Come on, you tell me something for a change.
Hey, this is not an exchange here, okay? They're just swapping embarrassing stories. That's what I'm predicting. That's my headcanon. Oh my word, I sleep like a brick. I have awoken. Mother, feed me. Hello, One Up. Ah. Oh, conversation was over here. That's the next quest. Whoops. Almost went right past Blue Spirit Headgear Coffer. Good morning to you, sir. I do hope you are well rested. The Exarch and your companions are presently gathered in the Ocular. He asked that you convene with them at your earliest convenience. I can do that. Oh, hold up. Hold up. I just remembered when we were last doing some stuff. I had some... See that? My earrings right there. Because they're on every set I have. Ashen, I have a question for you that I just want you to answer one or the other. Don't go into detail. But obviously as I'm playing through the story, each time I'm finishing one of the quests, I'm basically grinding poetics to get the leveled gear for the next part. And I'm running through each part like that, basically. So, when I reach the end of Dawn Trail and catch up with the MSQ fully, will I have to use gear at the end of that? Or will I have to use gear, like, in actual, like, current endgame? Is the poetic gear the highest gear? Or is it raid gear that's the highest gear? I think that's the best way I can put it. Like, I just say poetical raid, basically. Just let me know which one is actually the highest at that point. Hello,
there
you two.
are. You're just in time to welcome our guest.
Emmett Selch. Or Selk.
Please. Did I not explicitly tell you that we would be meeting again soon?
That didn't mean we agreed to it.
Lest you forget, I made you a promise. I have no intention of meddling with your mission. I come only to observe.
Uh-huh. I'll believe that when I'm dead. Well, knowing you, you'll probably enjoy that.
Your Exarch friend in particular has piqued my curiosity. Summoning you all like that. Most impressive.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
You honestly expect us to believe you've come only to observe? Or that you might deign to lift a finger to aid our cause if called upon? Even if there were a sliver of truth in your words, I would never accept your help. Not in my darkest hour. Not after all the suffering your kind has wrought.
So petty.
There's
I
gear
meant
you need
what
to
I
buy
said,
with the
and I
log
said
and
what I
tombstone and
meant.
heliometry is the highs. Okay, gotcha. So, basically, farming raids and stuff like that gets you gear that's just below it, but the actual highest gear is still with the log and tombstones, the current ones.
Wage your war against the Sin Eaters. Put each and every Light Warden to the sword. Prove yourselves heroes.
Okay,
brave,
good. Okay.
true, and
I always
will
just
be
wondered
glad to
if
embrace you as allies.
I always just wondered if the actual like reason why it was the tombstones up until this point is because it's past stuff and it's just been kind of scaled for that in a sense over time.
Allies worthy of bearing the burden of truth. Surely such a partnership would be preferable to yet another round of fisticuffs.
I don't believe you. Not for a second. Because this is exactly what you did to the Warriors of Darkness.
Branch wither and die. Pity. Well, let no man say I did not try, futile as it was. Though I suspect you will seek me out when you grow tired of making the same mistakes. Difficult decisions lie ahead of you. Decisions best made with the benefit of knowledge to which only the Eternal are privy.
Aha.
For now, I shall resume my shadowy vigil. Whatever you choose to do, make sure it's worth watching, would you?
Just piss off. Oh, okay, so there is dungeon gear that's slightly higher.
What was that all about?
A vain attempt to make us doubt our chosen course, most like. As if we'd believe a word that passed his lips. Unless you think there is some truth in what he says.
Not even for a second. Not one jot.
I share your suspicion, of course. But if he simply meant to lead us astray, he could have done so without revealing himself. At least, not in the manner he did.
Don't.
It goes without saying that an alliance with the Ascians is out of the question. But since we have no way of knowing where they might be hiding, it seems only logical to press on with our mission, even if our enemy seems content for it to succeed.
Then let us discuss the Sin Eaters. I would begin by thanking you all for your efforts thus far. In striking down the Light Wardens of Lakeland and Ilmeg, you have accomplished more in your short time here than all of us.
Well, you know, you didn't have me up until now.
That may be, but the Wardens of Calusia, Armarang, and Raktika remain.
Indeed, and their precise whereabouts are as yet unknown. Which is why I propose we divide our forces and conduct a systematic survey of each region. Once we have found our quarry, we may then determine how best to proceed.
I'll take Armarang in that case. I know the lie of the land well enough.
Awesome.
If there are no objections, I will make for Calusia. I have connections there both in and around Yulmore that may prove useful.
Well, that sounds like a plan.
Then I would ask that you journey to Raktika.
Oh boy, new land. Let's
We'll
go.
find Y'shtola. With her assistance, I doubt the Warden will evade your grasp.
Fight.
Is Y'shtola the you and Urianger used to talk about?
That's right. Though we haven't spoken much since she left for the forest.
I fear I may be to blame for that. I had every intention of relaying the news of your arrival, but she is disinclined to speak with me.
What did you do?
You have visited her, have you not? Might I trouble you to...
Twould be no trouble.
My thanks. While you are all out in the field, I shall be here attending to business. I had somewhat fancifully contemplated joining the search myself, but
Oh god, I didn't mean to quit. Didn't mean to skip that.
What's that?
Oh, that is a letter. LSI, that is a letter.
A missive from Lord Vorthry. He invites me to join him in Yulmore to discuss the recent conflict at Leda Luran.
That sounds like a trap.
And? Did he even bother to offer any bait? It's obviously a trap.
I should be surprised if it were not. Nevertheless, I must seize this opportunity to speak with him, even if only a few words are exchanged.
Yeah, that's such an obvious trap.
Though my power will be much diminished so far from the tower, it is a risk I am willing to take. Master Alphino, might I impose on you to accompany me to Yulmore prior to beginning your reconnaissance?
Of course.
Okay. I'm gonna see wife
Then let us make ready.
again.
Safe travels to you all.
Let's go! Before you leave, I would make a request of you. There is a church, or rather, the ruins of a church, at Fort Yob. Might I ask you to go there before seeking out Y'shtola? It was a place where people once gathered to worship the light. Alas, it has long since fallen into disuse. Yet within that hall there remains a tablet whose writings, I believe, may prove of use to Y'shtola. At the very least, such a relic would make a suitable gift for your reunion. You're right. A most considerate proposal. Very well. Ere we depart to Raktika, we shall journey unto Fort Yob, that we might secure this relic. Hehe. Here we go. Okay. Oh. There's another quest right there. Hold up a moment, everyone. Is this what I think it is? Let's head on over to it. I get the impression this may be for an ether current. It isn't. Okay, it's not important then. I can come back to that in my own time. Here, amidst these ruins, we will find the Church of the First Light, and within that hallowed hall the tablet we seek. Time is of the essence, my friend. Let us be quick. At the height of Lakeland's prosperity, these sites served not as man's final bastion, but as testament to his ingenuity and architectural prowess. Anyways, just wanted to stop by and say hi before I start another busy day. Good luck with Final Fantasy XIV. Thank you, 1UP. Have a good one. The Church of the First Light was responsible for many such marvels, building majestic chapels in every corner of the realm. Alas, the flood with its inexorable tides would drown nigh everyone, and did all but put an end to the religion as a whole. For the creatures which then did rise from that fulgent deluge were seen as agents of divine punishment, sent to devour sin and sinner both, whence came the name of Sin Eater. The people were lost, seemingly forsaken by their gods. Yet where there is light, there hath ever been shade, and 'twas in the dark they sought solace. The most devout of these worshippers of shadow did then migrate to the Raktika Greatwoods, but that is a tale for another time. For now, let us find what remaineth of the chapel here. Sounds good to me. I can fly here. Surveying, surveying. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-boo. Aye, this is indeed the church we seek. It's surprisingly intact. What little is left of the churches I've seen until now has always borne the scars of decades of disuse. Its subterranean construction hath done much to protect the whole from the ravages of time, yet the reason for its remarkable preservation may be deduced from its decoration. As faith in the light did wane, so rose reverence for the dark, and its followers did want for places of worship. To be plain, the standards which do adorn these walls do not belong not to those who built them, but to worshippers of the dark, the Knights Blessed, who subsequently migrated to Raktika, yes? Indeed, 'twas beneath the shaded boughs of Raktika Greatwood that they finally found sanctuary. Oft and many times did Yulmore make spurious overtures of friendship unto them, but they are no fools. The Exarch knoweth full well that Ishtola, in her seclusion, doth labour to learn all she may of the Blessed and their past. 'Tis why he sent us here, I now see. The tablet of which he spoke no doubt provideth a glimpse into the history that she so yearneth to comprehend. Well then, we'd better hurry up and find it. Well, sounds good to me. Let's get a move on, shall we? Search your surroundings for the tablet. Oh, it's doing this thing again. Oh, there it is. Well, that was easy. You've located the Time Worn tablet. Within the altar, thou sayest? One moment, everyone. Naught escapeth thine eye, it would seem. This is indeed the tablet we seek. Curious, these engravings predate the Knights Blessed. If I am not mistaken, they are writ in the script of the ancient empire of Ronka, whose capital once stood in the midst of what is now Raktika. 'Twill be no small matter to decipher them. A fine gift for our seeker of truth. 'Tis plain the Exarch understandeth Ishtola only too well. But come, let us quit this place and make ready for our journey into the woods. I almost choked on my own spit halfway through that line. Oh boy. Ere we depart, there is a custom of the Knights Blessed which I feel compelled to elucidate. As one might expect, they deem light to be abhorrent, and everything it touches befouled. Thus do they take the utmost pains to protect all they can from its taint, including their very names. To speak plain, it is the belief of the Blessed that one's own name must ne'er be uttered in the light of the everlasting day. Yet this commandment precludeth not the use of another's. Thus do parents protect their children, and in rare cases, masters their disciples. So it is that Ishtola hath taken the name of Master Matoya. Lest we offend them, I bid you speak not her true name in the Blessed's presence. With that in mind, let us speak with the guard who keepeth vigil at the Great Wood's border. Don't worry, I'll just call her wife. Simple done. All solved. All sorted. No problem there then. Because if I just call her wife, then there's no problem, right? We just we continue. I respect their tradition. I get to call her wife. We all move on and we're all happy. Anyways, where is the path I want to take? Okay, I want to go out that way. Let's see what mounts I get. Hey, the indigo whale. Hello? Can I go past? Well met, traveler. What business brings you here? I need to pass by and go into Raktika. Yes, of course. Right this way.
No matter how far he goes, man cannot resist looking back on the path he has walked. The untold stories and secrets of the past can be more alluring than the promise of tomorrow. And so he braves the forests of Raktika in search of mystery and wonder. Of Ronka, to which all seekers of hidden truths are inevitably drawn.
Ooh.
We have arrived.
Yay!
Vast though these woods may be, they are, by and large, uninhabitable.
Oh no. What, why?
Not so the swamps of Sidia, however, whose sparse foliage permitted man a foothold.
No lands must remain beyond our grasp. Go forth, conquer, rule!
Forgive me. A sudden pang of nostalgia for those halcyon days.
Exploring virgin territories, subjugating primitive peoples, all for the glory of Garlemald.
Does anyone, have his off switch so we can, turn his mouth off? That'd be really great.
If you've brought your ivory standard, I'll be happy to tell you where to stick it.
Oh!
Can we not simply take a moment to enjoy the view together? Or would you rather I spied on you from the shadows?
I'd rather you just left me alone to just ruin all your plans. Can you do that?
Much more of this, and I may very well begin to regret my show of good faith.
No, you already regret it. Don't lie to us. At least don't lie to people that, you know, actually know you're lying to them.
If you really want to stay, then help us fight.
No, I think not. I am an observer, nothing more. Even shielded by the shadows of these boughs, I feel the light's presence most keenly. To accompany you is taxing enough. To fight is out of the question.
Uh-huh. Oh, what's
I will
wrong?
suffer your company if I must, but not your commentary.
Thank you. Thank you, Thancred. Glad we're on the same page. "'Tis plain our Asian counterpart meaneth to follow wheresoever we lead. Were it otherwise, he would not suffer the overabundance of light in these woods. Verily, it pervadeth every corner. Then so long as the Light Warden remaineth, the Sin-Eaters shall be free to prey upon these lands without surcease." Surcease? If naught is done, 'tis but a matter of time before the Blessed succumb. 2 years past, a swarm of Sin-Eaters did lay waste unto their largest settlement, killing a great many of their priests in so doing. Though some few did survive, they knew not how to go on, wayward souls in want of a guiding hand. For a mercy, his Stoller hath provided that which they sorely needed. They have since endeavored to restore their home, and thither shall we bend our steps, to Fort Golden. Urianger, your vocabulary sometimes makes me stumble up. How dare you? I have a lot of stuff in here at this point. Kinda want to use this and see what it's like. Not a fan. Pass. I'm not joining this fate. Nah. Okay, here we go. A reminder to everyone, if you aren't already, be sure to drop a follow if you want to keep up with what I do.
Nor hath any meaningful progress been made with the reconstruction. Mayhap Y'shtola sought shelter elsewhere. Come, let us quit this place.
Let's. Oh?
Now, surround them!
Oh, great. Now, everyone, do we need to be like this? Come on. There's no need for this.
These Sin-Eaters, they're not like the others.
That's because we're not Sin-Eaters.
There's a reason for that. Lower your weapons, please. We mean you no harm.
How is it they can speak?
Because we're people.
Sin-Eater trick. They mean to kill us all.
Okay, these guys are paranoid as all hell. Kupo?
That will seem a lot less amusing when we are forced to kill them.
Shut up, Thancred!
Oh, for the love of... I had hoped that by accompanying you, we might come to understand one another. But all I have come to understand is that you have a knack for inflaming the natives.
Listen, I didn't do anything. That was Thancred.
You've committed the cardinal sin of boring me. And so, I retire to the shade.
Oh.
Good luck.
You bitch.
There! Did you see that one disappear?
That's not gonna help.
I think I preferred La Habrea.
You know, honestly, Thancred, I think I do too.
Enough. Runard, report.
Oh.
Master Matoya!
Wife! There she is! And she's wearing her current outfit! Yay!
We apprehended them as you ordered, but are you certain these are Sin Eaters?
The intense light of the ether I saw was unmistakable. If not Sin Eaters, then what?
Hi! It's me!
'Tis passing queer that Y'shtola should mistake us for the enemy, is it not?
A little bit. A little bit.
It has been too long since last she beheld the radiance of thine ether. Master Matoya, hath time truly made strangers of us?
Nay, I recognize you, Urianger, Thancred. And this is Minfilia of the First, of whom you spoke before.
Just so.
Maybe...
And knowing as thou must that we come in peace, might I prevail upon thee to have thy comrades lower their arms?
Maybe because I've been taking on the Light Warden's power, my ether looks different to her now.
First explain this other presence in your company. The one I know not.
That hurts,
There
Y'shtola.
is but one manner of creature in this world whose ether is suffused with such an abundance of light.
Mine apologies, Master Matoya, but thou art mistaken. Before thee standeth our dearest comrade, the truest hero among us. Though he is but recently arrived here in the First, not one but 2 Light Wardens have already perished by his most puissant hand.
Hi!
It cannot be.
It do be. It's been too long, clearly.
Master Matoya?
Lower your weapons.
Yay!
Forgive us this hostile welcome. Come. I would give you a proper introduction to Raktika and its people.
I would appreciate it. That one got me at the heartstrings slightly. Oh boy. Okay. You have been busy since arriving in the First, I gather. But I would hear the tale of your travails in more suitable surroundings. With Fort Gone yet to be rebuilt, The Knights Blessed have made their home in a settlement to the northeast. I will await you at its entrance. Follow the path through yonder gate and you will find me soon enough. Give me a moment, everyone. There we go. Hold up. Oh, there it is. Oh. What? Nova? Did you mean to post that in the chat? Oh my god, what? Oh no. I see Nyan and Repo. I'm gonna have to watch that one when I'm done. Yoink. Ow. I'm back here with yogurt. Ooh. I found wife. There you are. I was beginning to worry. Much like the Twellswood, this forest has a way of dealing with those who stray too far from the beaten path. But I digress. Let me show you the home of the Knights Blessed. I can't believe she didn't recognize me at first.
Sliverbow is the largest of the blessed settlements.
It's very nice.
They worship no gods, instead revering darkness itself. It is a curious kind of faith, but one which has granted them the strength to persevere in the wake of the flood.
That's good. Interesting.
I hope you weren't expecting a grand feast by way of welcome. They are a simple people.
Simply seeing you is more than enough for me.
Now, I would hear of your travels away from prying ears. Come.
Later in private, maybe. Oh boy.
I see. And now you seek the Light Warden of Raktika.
Indeed. Do you have any ideas where it is?
In the days after I arrived in the First, I too relied upon the Crystal Exarch for guidance. But his penchant for secrecy and the telling of half-truths soon lost him my trust. and thus did I strike out on my own. My work eventually led me here to the forest, which I have come to know like the back of my hand. I cannot say with certainty where your quarry is hiding, but I am confident I can narrow the search.
Well, that's more than enough for me.
Well, go on then.
Some few thousand years ago, this forest stood at the heart of the Empire of Ronka. A great many relics of that civilization can still be found to the east in Ixmaya. Or rather, could be found, were the area not fiercely guarded. Ixmaya, you see, is home to a tribe of warriors whose lineage is said to date back to the time of the Empire. Any attempt to enter their territory is met with lethal force. They offer no warnings, and suffer no trespasser to escape. Needless to say, my every attempt to survey the area has been thwarted.
Interesting.
Mayhap the Warden hideth there, full knowing none may approach it for fear of these protectors.
As for the tablet, I find the timing of its discovery suspiciously convenient. If I did not know better, I would think someone was trying to curry favor with me. Regardless, it will take time to decipher these writings. Yet I would not be at all surprised if they somehow held the key to entering Ixmaya unmolested. The Exarch has a nose for serendipity.
Stola, let's just focus on the task.
Unraveling their secrets, thou needst only ask.
Thank you, Urianger. I may well take you up on that offer. While we set to work, might I suggest you take a tour of the city? Should you be in any doubt as to the importance of your role as the Warrior of Darkness, the people here will surely cure you of it.
I think it might be actually rather well.
I must say, Stola, while most of us have struggled to come to terms with our altered circumstances, you seem to have adapted rather well.
How dare you bonk me?
Lest you forget, Master Matoya and I dedicated our lives to uncovering the truth which hides at the heart of our world. Though separate, the fate of this reflection is nevertheless bound to that of our home. That I would be daunted by such an invaluable opportunity is absurd.
Huh.
But what of you, Thancred? Could it be that you are still struggling to come to terms with the nature of your young companion?
Oh. Striking at the heart of the issue, huh?
My struggles are none of your concern. Quite why you would speak thus and in this company, I do not know. Perhaps you left more of yourself back in the source than I assumed. If you'll excuse me.
Ah, go cool your head off, Thancred. I'm sure they'll give you a bucket of water to dunk it in.
He understands that I'm not the same. That I'm not her.
Understands, perhaps, but does not accept. The question being whether he ever will. And whether you will, more importantly. As difficult as your circumstances may be, they are yours, not his. 'Tis you and you alone who bears ultimate responsibility for your life. But you need not make any hard choices now. Why not go and get some fresh air, clear your head?
It's a good idea. Oh boy. I hope everyone's having a good one, by the way. Chat's been rather not too active today, but you know, active enough. Just hope chat's enjoying themselves. It's important to me. Just give me a sec. I'm just having a look through some things here. Ba, 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 ba. Let's see. Okay. I am not indifferent to Thancred's troubles. Nevertheless, I will not apologize for holding him to a higher standard after all these years. He has ever been a man of considerable resolve, and that is what I will continue to expect. Though it heartens me to know that some of us remain ourselves in spite of our present circumstances. I can but imagine how Alisai and Alphino have changed since arriving here in the first. They're just part of life. We can but hope it's changed for the better. You're right, and after my untoward remarks to Thancred, I no doubt he thinks I changed for the worst. I will have to speak with him later. Ahem. Returning to the matter at hand, I really must begin work on deciphering this tablet. In the meantime, perhaps you should take a look around SHADOWBRINGERS. If there is anything you need, pray speak with Runar at the plaza. Jesus Christ, I am mixing up my words today. Tongue, work with me. Anyways, first things first, now that I have an opportunity. Attune to the Aetherites. There we go.
Welcome, friend. Welcome. My apologies for our less than hospitable greeting earlier. Tell me, what is your name? From where do you hail? From the Crystarium, I see. And this tablet you brought may help us find the Light Warden here in Raktika? Well, you are welcome to stay with us for as long as you need. Come, let me show you around.
That voice is gonna kill my throat. Yay, I picked another one. Would it be alright if I joined you?
Of course, of course. Anything for the guests of our dear Master Matoya.
Thank you. She means a great deal to the Knights Blessed, doesn't she?
If not for her, we may have all perished in the Great Fire. With our priests slain and our home in ruins, we were at the mercy of the City-Eaters. It was she who drove them back, and with her sage guidance, we were able to rebuild.
One moment, I'm gonna have a quick drink.
Before long, she became a central figure in our community. A great oak within whose shadow we have come to find solace. That is not to say there were not those hesitant to grant an outsider such authority, myself included. Perhaps it is the smile in her eyes when she speaks of the sunless sea. I feel whole again, now that she is with us. Now that she is with us, and I have no doubt the others feel the same. She is as much a part of the Knights Blessed as any of us. We are grateful for all she does in service to the dark.
I regret the voice.
But you did not hear this from me, yes? Now, you should know there are certain customs we ask guests to adhere to so long as they reside in Slitherbow.
To show reverence to the dark?
In a word, yes, but fear not, it is not too involved. Let us begin with something simple. Follow me.
Bum, bum. Sorry about that.
Should you see any of our people come to this chamber, they have likely returned from a journey beyond the borders of Raktika. We use the water stored here to cleanse ourselves of the light's impurity. A simple and perhaps peculiar custom, but it is one of our most important. Would you two kneel for just a moment, that I might rid you of the light's impurity?
Oh, how dare you, Ashen. I shall kneel. Not that it's gonna do much for me, sadly. As Runar lightly sprays you with water, your skin begins to tingle. Wait, what?
And with that, you have been cleansed of the light's blighted touch. How do you feel?
Tingly? I'm not sure, to be honest. Not refreshed exactly, but I do feel different. Has this water been treated in some way?
Only blessed by our priests. They are practiced in the arcane arts. As such, it is said out their prayers imbue the water with a faint, dark energy. A prickling sensation? No one has ever spoken of such a reaction before.
I wouldn't say it was an unpleasant sensation, but I too felt something strange.
The dark aspect of this water should have no discernible effect, unless... By the gods, Master Matoira was right! You are sin-eaters!
Oh god, not again.
I jest! What you felt was likely no more than the chill of the water. Perhaps now would be a good time for you to acquaint yourselves with the people of Slitherbow.
Perhaps that's a good idea.
For that, I must teach you a customary greeting.
Let me guess, it's the hand thing?
Elin Tuta. In the language of the Ronka, it is one of several ways one might say, good evening. The world is not as safe as it once was, and this greeting lets us quickly discern friend from foe.
Is there a handshake or gesture we should know too? I would hate to offend anyone.
You need not worry. Merely speak the words, Elin Tuta, and they will know you as friends of the Blessed. I will await your return here. Now go! They are like to be heartened by your knowledge of our ways.
Would the chat mode say, Alin Tutar to greet the villagers of Slither? Ah, lovely. It's another moment where I have to use chat to say something. Hello there, everybody. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well today. The elderly woman smiles warmly. There we go. Hello, hello. Also, I'll talk to this person to get the Amaro key, for hire. Hope today is treating you amazingly kindly as well, Amazing Bean. Thank you. It's been doing really well so far.
Ah, a newly come traveler. Alin Chisi, and welcome to Slitherbow. You must forgive us if we seem strangely reserved. We are a quiet and taciturn people. Silent and serene as the sunless sea. The quiet makes it easy to discern the presence of eaters and other dangers here in the woods.
I see no issue with this. Oh, whoops.
Alin Chisi, welcome, friend. I take it you will remain in these woods for some time, yes? Be wary of these woods. You will find poison in near everything you see, but fear not. Our medicinal tea will keep you healthy. Ask and it is yours.
Very nice. Wow, it's literally the matter of just saying, like, 2 words and then boom. Kindness. If only the real world was as simple as that.
Everyone was so kind and gracious. I was nervous at first, but already I'm starting to feel at home. There is still much I have to learn about the Knights Blessed, but their faith and strength of will is nothing short of inspiring. I can see now that how they built such a thriving community. Bum 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 bum. Ah, you are returned. Very good. No doubt they were glad of your company. It has been too long since we have had visitors. Remember, if you have any questions or if there's anything you need, do not hesitate to ask.
I appreciate your, hospitality.
Speaking of which, we must arrange food and lodgings for your stay. As friends of Master Matoya, we cannot ask for payment, but if you would be willing to lend a hand...
Oh, let me know. What do you want? It would be my pleasure.
We are fortunate indeed to play host to such generous souls. The task I have in mind is simple enough. All I ask is that you take a jug of water. A jug and water the crops in the square.
Ooh.
May I help too? Of course. One of you can do the filling, the other the watering. Speak with Ursabel. When you are finished, she'll be relieved to hear the crops have been tended to. While you take care of that, I will see to your room and a warm meal.
Right, then. I'll fill, you water. Sounds good to me. This was the only jug I could find which is small enough to lift, but I'm afraid there's a crack in the bottom. You need to hurry to the garden before the water leaks out. Uh-oh. Let's move! I'm actually carrying a jug, too. That's cool. Run! 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 Grand! I've done half the plot. Was there enough water for the plot? Sadly, we needed half of it. Gonna need one more. Only half? I see. Well, let me refill the jug for you. The whole plot has now been thoroughly watered. Ta-da! Oh wait, it's up here. Well met, travelers. I observed you earlier speaking with the others. Have you need of something? You watered the crops? Ah, my apologies for not noticing sooner. I have been rather distracted of late. Watering the crops was always Todia's duty, but she is no longer with us. We have since taken to sharing the duty, though never with guests. You are most kind. Is there anything else we can do to help? We could plant something if you like. There is no need. The plot is small, but it is true, but it provides us with enough to survive. We ask for no more. It isn't really much. I don't know how you manage. Have the Blessed not considered leaving? Life would surely be easier almost anywhere else. I can understand why you might say that, but the easiest path is not always the right one. Tell me, do you know our history? How our faith came to be? Yes, I believe so. The Knights Blessed was initially formed by those who lost their homes in the wake of the flood. What began as an occasional gathering of survivors eventually grew into a community, which ultimately decided to strike out on its own in the Raktik Greatwoods. I see, you have read your history. But there is a history that is told, and one that is lived. Like so many in those times, the first of the Knights Blessed lost everything. Their homes, their loved ones, all they held dear. To make matters worse, none could say what became of the souls of those lost to the flood, when their bodies were reborn as sin-eaters. The people were without... The people were without... The people were... The people with... I keep catching myself on that. The people were without answers, without hope. Their gods having drowned along with everything else. It seemed that nothing was beyond the reach of the light. But soon they realized that where there is light, there must be darkness. And in that truth they found new faith, a new belief that the souls of the departed could yet find peace beyond these burning skies in the sunless sea above. That is why we pray for the safe passage of wayward souls unto that blessed black abyss, for the return of the night, that we might someday look upon the kingdom of heaven with our own eyes. We remain in these woods for the selfsame reason our founders first chose them, that we may lead lives of simplicity, with the shade of these trees as a constant reminder of our faith. With so many seeking paradise in Yulmore, it's refreshing to find people who value a humbler existence. You are kind to say so. Many consider our way of life foolish, and so it must seem to those who yet cling to their worldly possessions. In times such as these, when everything can be taken away in an instant, it is all too easy to lose sight of why we fight to go on living. Also, Soriel, thank you for the hydrated posture check. Okay, everyone, here comes some can opening ASMR for you all. Hope you enjoyed that, and also the stretch as well. It is not to hold fast to material things, but to hold those who went before us in our hearts, to keep alive the legacy they have left us. How you doing, Soriel? This we must do for them, our children, and generations yet unborn. To keep their legacy alive. She's definitely getting somewhere with her thought process for once. I wonder how she'll grow up to be. Oh boy, here we go again.
Done tending to the crops already? Very good. It should not be long before your room is ready.
Runa! In the woods! Sin Eaters! I fear they may have the touch!
Where?
In the grove to the southwest! For a mercy they have yet to wander any closer to Slitherbow.
Then we have no need to engage. Inform the guard that no one is to set foot outside the village until they have moved on.
But sir, what of Todia's Heartstone? It must be retrieved before the service.
Of all the times for Sin Eaters to appear.
Are you just going to lead them alone?
Under normal circumstances, we would not hesitate in striking the beast down. But if they indeed have the touch, I will not risk them corrupting one of our own.
Doing well, Hutner? Can you on a tab and such? Ah, glad to hear it. I hope you enjoy. What was that you said about a stone? A few days passed. Todia, child of the Knights Blessed, was slain by the Sin Eaters. We succeeded in retrieving her body, but in our haste, we failed to notice her neck loop was gone. Strung to it was a pendant of jade, her Heartstone. Of all the Knights Blessed are given such a stone at birth. It is the most valuable possession one can own. It is custom to present the Heartstone of the deceased at their funeral as an offering to the heavens, but now... I'll get it. What if I could find it for you? I have experience fighting Sin Eaters, and the light's corruption does not touch me like it does others.
Master Matoya called you Minfilia, did she not? Are you truly the Minfilia, descendant from the Oracle? Even so, I dare not ask you to risk your life for the Blessed.
I understand how you feel, but I can't stand by knowing that your people are in need of and I can help. Please, let me do this.
Very well, but if the danger proves too great, you must retreat. I could never forgive myself if we were forced to hold a second service.
I nearly forgot about Thancred. What if he returns before I do? Don't worry. I'll come with you. Thank you. With you at my side, I'm certain we can deal with them in no time at all.
Go swiftly, and may the shadows keep you both.
Well, 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 here we go. Bum 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 bum. Okay. So what's this? Is this for ether current? It is. I'm gonna accept this. You're that guest Master Matoya was telling us about. Please, you have to help me. I search high and low, but I can't find my friend Carnus anywhere. I fear he's run off to Fort Gone again. It's where we grew up, but it was abandoned years ago after the city is attacked. The place is teeming with all manner of beasts now, and Master Matoya has expressly forbidden anyone from setting foot there. I don't know what's gotten into him lately, but we have to find him before he gets hurt. If you should find him first, you'll want to tell him our password. Tuktu. He's the skittish sort, so don't delay in telling him so he'll know you mean no harm. Okay, so it's just a slight bit south of my actual objective I'm going for. There! The Sin Eaters! Oh, there they are. I was hoping there would only be one. There's no way we can search for the stone without dealing with them first. Let's get to it then. What? Shouldn't we make a plan first? Though there are only two. I'll draw one of them away, you can deal with the other. Well, I guess I'll deal with the other and quickly find Minfilia again afterwards. Let's do this! Dealt with. Looks like I'm also near that other point as well. Hello there, Carness. Stay away, I beg of you. Tuktu. You're from Slitherbow? Varthan must have sent you then. I was fine until that damn beetle. It's only a scratch, but I'm starting to feel numb. My vision's grown clouded. Worst of all, I dropped my only vial of serum somewhere in these damn woods. Would you find it for me? Of course I can. Be right back. Oh, it's up there. Screw it, I'll do that first. Hey! Oh. The game? Game just crashed. What the? Okay then? I've never experienced that with Final Fantasy XIV before. That was sudden. I won't lie, that was sudden. Give me a moment, everyone. I'm getting the game back up. Yeah, the mech was just too powerful. And I didn't know what that was. That was jarring almost, how sudden that was. Okay, well, we're back in. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I have a bad feeling about this. I'm gonna try to... I have a bad feeling that there is some sort of glitch that is happening with the mech. Is there... Did they break the game? Like the newest update with the mech? Did this mount actually like crash the... I think the mount's crashing the game. Okay. Look, I have a backup. If this is the case, I have a backup. I can boot it up on my Steam Deck and quickly remove myself from the mount. Also, it says 24 players in queue, which is unusual. Because it's normally like 5, like about under 10. Which makes me believe that this might not just be the mount. It might also be affecting other people. Okay, press Z. I gotta press Z. I gotta spam Z as much as I can. Okay. Okay. I am not bringing that mount out again. Hello there, Aya. Welcome, welcome. Give me a moment. Remove that one from my favorites. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you're doing well there, Aya. I like this mount. It's very cool. Yeah, it was the Magitech armor mount, yeah. Literally like the second mount you get in the game. There you are. Did you find it? Yep, here you go. I kind of do. Migraine crisis happened yesterday. I was so strong I need to go to the hospital. I need to be on less on computer now and wait. I heard. I hope you're okay. Thank you. I should be fine now after a bit of rest. What were you thinking coming back here? You could have been killed. I had to, Vartan, for my father. Whoa, did she kill it? Hey, you did very well. Nyan, there you are. It's done. Though I fear I was a bit careless, I'll do better next time, I promise. Hey, we can't all be perfect. Ooh, you okay? Yeah, I hope you feel better too, Aya. I'm fine. You didn't worry about me. More importantly, we have to find that Heartstone. They said it was made of jade, right? I'll search over there in the brush. Hold up a moment. Someone phone, the screen is little with the shadow. It looks like you have a mustache and it's hilarious. Oh no. Also, I've just realized something. Hold up a moment. Aya should be a VIP. Why the hell is Aya not a VIP? Aya gets VIP. Really? Of course you get VIP treatment. And dealt with. That is one big ass gorilla. Damn! Nothing there. Nothing there. Oh, it respawns too. So I really got to keep track of which ones I'm going for and which ones I'm not. Ow, leave me be. Ah, there we are. Found it. I'm not going to stay too much on the screen, but I hope you have fun. No worries, Aya. You go rest if you need to. Don't stay around for my sake. Did you have any luck? Here you go. One Heartstone. It's beautiful. This has to be it. You know, Tancred always said you were a man of many talents, and I think I'm beginning to understand what he meant. I have much to learn if I'm to be even half the hero you are. The hero she was. Become the hero you want to be. Not what everyone else was. I'm sorry. Forget I said anything. We should hurry back to Slitherbow. Runar and the others are probably worried. Okay. I can now just fast travel back to that.
Thank goodness you are safe. I had begun to fear the worst.
Well, here's one Heartstone right here for you.
By all that is dark, you found it. We can proceed with the service as planned. These blessed gems serve not only to protect us in life, but to guide our spirits unto the sunless sea in the hereafter. Even should we be filled by the Sin Eaters, so long as these gems are recovered, our souls are ensured peace in the dark.
Oh, I regret giving these guys voices like this sometimes. Whew.
Words fail to express my gratitude for this kindness you have done for the Blessed. I must insist you and your friends attend Hodia's service as honored guests. There is still much we must do to prepare, but please go and inform the others it will be held in the darker. When you arrive, there should be an attendant present to explain the proceedings.
Nyan and I learned so much about the Knights Blessed while you were away. And we helped them recover a lost heirloom out in the woods. I know I wasn't supposed to leave, but they really needed our help. There were Sin Eaters and... As long as he accompanied you. But do try to be more careful. Your injuries could have been worse. How did you... Let's just say a little birdie told me. And it's telling me now that Nyan has business with us. Is something the matter? We've been invited to attend the service. They've asked us to attend the service? Of course we'll go. It's being held in the darker, is it? We'll take care not to be late, I promise. Hear that, Tancred? You're coming. End of story. Wife! Well, what is that? Does that text over that for a moment? Is wife here? No, this is the darkness. This is... Where's wife? Where's wife? The elderly woman hands you a candle. She then points to a nearby corner where you might place it. Oh, thank you. I shall do that. Do that swiftly. There we go. I guess I'll just stand here then for now.
It seemed only right that we show our faces. May we join you?
Of course.
Let us begin.
Let's see how this goes, I guess.
I thank you all for coming to pay respects to our fallen daughter of the night. In the light, she was known as Todia, but in the dark, we shall remember her always as Menin. Let us each take a moment to offer her our prayers. We entrust her now to the night's sweet embrace. In darkness will she be free from pain and suffering, now and forevermore. May her soul find peace in the sunless sea of heaven, and in the love we bear for her in our hearts.
Whoa.
That vessel represents the night sky, the sunless sea of heaven.
Call upon you now, O bringer of shadow, to lead this gentle soul unto the sea. We call upon you, O warrior of darkness, to deliver her unto paradise everlasting.
We gotta find this warden. We gotta give these people something worth just continuing after. There's no way they can keep this up forever.
I am told you assisted in the preparations for the service. On behalf of the Blessed, you have my sincerest thanks. The enduring legend of the Warrior of Darkness owes much to the traditions of these people. And none were more ardent in their faith than Todia. She would have been greatly
Hello
moved
there,
by your
Zeal.
presence.
I would have liked to have met her.
You might not deliver her to the heavens, but if you could deliver the night sky to her people, the real night sky, it would be the next best thing. Their prayers would finally be answered. They could gaze up at the firmament and see their ancestors in every twinkle of the stars. We cannot allow their hopes and dreams to drown in the light. We have to bring back the dark. If we don't, who will? Forgive me, thinking of all those we have lost.
No, you're right.
No, it's all right. We will bring back the dark.
Mayhaps sooner than later, in fact.
Oh?
Urianger and I have finished deciphering the tablet, and its contents were most illuminating. Let us reconvene in my chambers. We have much to discuss.
2 more hours so I can go back home and get into Erosia? You mean Azoria? One sec. Aorzia. That's it. This will sate the urge. I see, I see. Bum 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 bum. No worries, Zeal. How far to Shadowbringers are you? Well, I am looking at taking on my third Light Warden. And also, hello there, Mira. So the actual quest is, let me see here. It is a level 74 quest, so about almost halfway through Shadowbringers. Good, you're here. Thanks to the Exarch's gift, our next course of action is now clear. Oh, level up as well. Nice. So you've met my favorite character then? Who's your favorite character? Let me begin by first explaining the origins of this tablet. I initially believed it might detail the history of the Church of the First Light. Much to my surprise, it dates back to the end of the Ronkan Empire, and was likely written under the direction of the reigning ruler. Ah, Emmett. Yes, I've met him. I met him. It was a time of strife and unceasing war with neighboring nations. With each passing day, they yielded more and more territory to their enemies. In their desperation, petitions for aid were sent out to their allies. This was one such petition. And no worries, Ashen. And you think this ancient petition will somehow help us get into Ixmaya? Indeed we do. For etched into this tablet is a method by which one may prove themselves an ally of the Ronkan Empire. Provided we are able to decipher said instructions, we may entreat the ruin's protectors to grant us safe passage. The problem, however, is I presently lack the resources to decipher them in their entirety. We have but one recourse. There exists a stone monument inscribed with ancient Ronkan text and translations into a more modern dialect which came into use after the fall of the Empire. I am confident it will suit our purposes. Never ever hated and cried sad tears over a character so much. Oh boy. I personally just hate him so far. Anyways, where can we find this monument? Here, in Sitia. Quite close to Slitherbow, in fact. The good news ends there, however, for it is in the possession of a rather radical faction of Dark Worshippers, the Children of the Everlasting Dark. If I am to study the monument, I must infiltrate their encampment. I have no intention of taking longer than absolutely necessary, but I will nevertheless require time to transcribe the text I need. To ensure that I will have enough, I am afraid I must ask you and Thancred to assist me. Gonna lurk and quietly fangirl with amateurs on screen. You enjoy in any way you see fit, Mira. Again, also, I'm gonna say, now that I'm in, like, you can hear me and everything, really, thank you for the fan art. It's adorable, okay? I love it. And before you even ask, the answer is no. If we're to remain unseen, our group must be as small as possible. Alright, I'll stay here until you return. We won't be long. If anything should happen, you keep her safe. How'd you like that? I love the art. I always love fan art. It's always the best part of what we do. Then let us convene outside, to the west of Slitherbow, where the path diverges. Okay. Also, Mira, I feel like I should give this warning. I don't know if it'll happen to you, but I had an issue where I used my Magitech armor mount and it crashed my game. And it looks like it crashes the game if you use the mount for like more than a second. The encampment we seek is to the north, but it would be foolish to simply rush in. A guard has been posted at Cleric to keep watch over the children. Perhaps he has aught to share their recent activity. But we must tread carefully. There is a chance we may encounter them along the way. Stay close and stay alert. I would avoid a confrontation if possible. They rejoice in dealing death to others, claiming that in doing so they cleanse their victims of sin and usher them onto the sunless sea. I would rather not sully my hands defending myself against such madmen. No, bully for you. Ah, there's the ether current I saw about earlier. Welcome back, Ashen. As you can tell, I've already attuned to Lakeland and Ilmeg. Calusia and the Raktika Greatwood are currently what I'm busy with. Calusia, I have to wait until I can get to the top half of Calusia. So I have to wait until I return there, basically. Oh, come on now. Funny thing is, I can't fly in any part of Shadowbringers. Yeah, I gathered that much. I'm trying not to, like, you know, follow in your footsteps, honestly. And dealt with. Now, there's no need for this. Raise your heads. You're all safe now. By the blessed dark. Thank goodness you are unharmed. We would have arrived sooner, but we too had a rather unwelcome visit from the children. You are an acquaintance of Master Matoya, then? My apologies. The children have been acting strange of late, so I thought to take a closer look. I was careless. Strange? What have you seen? At first, there seemed to be nothing but out of the ordinary, the usual gathering of ingredients or poisons from flora and fauna. But then I took notice of their venomous spiders. They've been breeding them in much greater numbers. It's as if they're preparing for something. Any ideas as to what? It could be anything, really. If it meant the end of the Blessed, nothing would be too cruel or violent for them.
But perhaps we can use their present preoccupation with spiders to our advantage. If we were to introduce a threat to the nests where they keep them, the children would be compelled to save them. Bees, for example, are a natural predator of spiders. Set them loose on the nests, and we would have our opportunity to sneak into their encampment. What a mischievous plan. I like it. With a bit of smoke, we should be able to subdue a few colonies long enough to secure their hives. Have you anything we might be able to use? We should have some smoke bombs at the outpost just over there. Then it's settled. Grab a few smoke bombs from the outpost and search about for beehives. I imagine the bees won't take too kindly to your visit, but once they're knocked out, take the beehives and bring them back here. 2 will suffice, I should think. Works for me. Works for me. Honestly, can't complain. I knew that was going to trigger. Okay, because I'm close enough to the objective, I'll just take this one on. What? Is it like... Oh, of course. Duh. There we go. Retrieve the supplies. All nice and fancy. Time to grab me some bees. Smoke bomb! Awesome. I'll just take that, thank you. Fat Chocobo! Ignore that one. It'll lose aggro by the time I reach the objective. There we go. Not that. That's the one I wanted to use. There we go. And dealt with.
The guard returned the slither bell, but not before offering his thanks. As for the beehives, Thancred and I were successful in acquiring what we need. How did you fare? Well, 2 beehives acquired. This is more than enough. The children are certain to be displeased. Let us hurry before the bees begin to stir. The children's settlement is to the west, a place they call Woven Oath. According to the guard, there is an airway apart from the entrance which leads to the spiders' nests. If the fates are kind, the way will be clear. Bum, 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 bam. Behemoth mount. I love me my behemoth mount. Yeah, well, I'm heading west, so it makes sense that it's not liking me. Hey, there's a flyer right there. Curse you, flyer! I will be joining you one day. Of course it turned at just the right moment to aggro on me. Typical, typical, typical. Ha! Ba 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 ba. Here we are. Up there is the airway. Do you see it? Ah, yeah, I do, actually. A bit far, perhaps, but we should be able to toss the bag through. Though we should probably loosen the ropes, keeping it closed. Enough that it falls open when it lands inside. May I do the honors? Go for it. I got crackers. Anyways, now that the crackers are consumed, that should do it. Now we wait. What is that? Bees! By the abyss! They're everywhere! Help! Someone help! We have to save the spiders! It sounds like our plan is working. Still, it is quite likely not all were drawn away from their posts. If you should come to blows with the children, I'll see to it any signs of struggle are concealed. Failing that, I'll create a distraction to buy Estola more time. Should anyone get past me, it falls to you to guard her. Easily done. The concern is appreciated, but I sincerely doubt it will come to that. Why do I get the feeling you enjoy the idea of my loafing about bored in the shadows? Come now, Thancred. The shadows are a fitting place for a warrior of darkness. Now, if you both are ready. Let's deal with this. Let's get us a translation. Oh. There's a lot of them there. See if I can lose aggro with this thing, and then I can take them on. Okay, there we go. Hey, buddies. Let's go. Let's just kill you first and get rid of you at least. Up. And that's that dealt with. Awesome, awesome. Although they did throw a lot at me at once, like just for those 3. So I might want to be careful if I'm going to go against any more than 3 of them at once. I'd say it'd probably get hairy if I started going against 6 of them. I'm sure it will never come to that. Oh, okay, so that's what that move does. I could see how that could be useful. Bum ba dum bum bum. Let's just pass right by him. and dealt with. Interesting room we got here, Estola. The font of seeing suggests this is a chamber for prayer. At the very least, they would not place this near potential distractions from their worship. Perhaps the monument is further in? Ah, here we are. Yes, this is it. I will be but a moment. Keep watch of the entryway. On second thought, would you mind examining the murals on these walls while I look over this? At a glance, I can tell they are old, predating the founding of the Blessed and the Children, in fact. We're not like to come here a second time. 'Twould behoove us to learn all that we can. You know what? That's fair. What is that? It's a mage? Something coming out of somewhere. And a bunch of mages standing guard against it? Or, no, one of them is summoning that. Wait a second, is this a depiction of the Warriors of Darkness? Oh. The mural appears to be ancient. A warrior in the middle stands triumphant over what appears to be a creature of shadow. Other figures surround the warrior, rejoicing in their victory. The mural appears to be very old. The ruler sits atop a throne, attended by their subjects. The mural appears to be fairly old. A knight shields himself and their comrades from an encroaching darkness. The central figure is considerably faded.
These paintings, they seem familiar. Depictions of heroes throughout history. The Age of Gods, the Empire of Ronka, and this.
Yeah. That's you guys at the very end there.
There was a man, a researcher who pored over these pieces. He offered us work when we needed it. Slaying beasts, delivering provisions.
Oh, I accidentally skipped a line there. My bad.
He believed this first painting dated back to a time of myth and legends. A tribute to the heroes of a long-forgotten era.
Huh.
The story went that it was rediscovered by an explorer from Ronka. He was so struck by its majesty that a second painting was commissioned, commemorating the heroes of their day. One day you will all be here too, he said. Heroes immortalized forever. Maybe I'll paint you myself? I had a good laugh at that. We were only trying to make our way after all. Being heroes couldn't have been further from our minds. But it seems he actually went and did it. Before or after the flood, I wonder. Rather faded, isn't it? Compared to the others. Or did someone try to scrape it off the wall? Well, maybe the man himself once he came to his senses. Do you suppose your deeds will warrant an addition to this collection? Or some other kind of monument?
There you are. I have everything I need. Let us quit this place. Is something the matter? We should go. The others are waiting.
We should. You're right. I wonder if she can notice him. I mean, it's obvious his ether is lingering around me. I believe I now have everything needed to finish deciphering the tablets. Tell me, Nyan, did the murals appear to be of any significance? Depictions of heroes from the Age of Gods, the Ronkan Empire, and immediately before the floods. Very astute observations. Perhaps in another lifetime you could be a curator of antiquities. Though it has no bearing on the task at hand, perhaps that knowledge may prove to be useful in the future. Let us hurry to Slitherbell. The others are waiting. After we've returned, the two of you should rest a while. No doubt Runar will be eager to have you sample his cooking. As soon as I discover anything of import, you will be the first to know. Bum 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 bum.
Nyan, the guard told me you left with Master Matoya to of an oath. And no sooner do you return than she locks herself away in her chambers without so much as a word. She knows how I worry when she leaves without telling me. But she is safe, and that is all that matters. You must be hungry after such a journey. Why not have a seat there by the fire? The stew will soon be ready.
Thanking you very much. I shall take you up on that offer.
Strange. The others on patrol should have returned by now. Our food will be overcooked if we wait any longer. We will just have to start without them. Would you call Master Matoya and the others?
I tire of these games, Urianger. Why do you pretend you cannot see it? The blessing may spare him the fate of becoming a Light Warden. But you cannot be blind to the nascent corruption. He is not as he was in the Source.
Uh-oh.
Though I have no proof, I fear that the light which poured forth from the Wardens was not negated at all. I fear it was absorbed, that he has been suffused with their light.
Though I have given thought to this possibility, I dare not speak until more is known.
the time you deign to enlighten us, it may be too late, if it is not already. Urianger, I know full well, after all these years, that you have only the best of intentions. But that does not make it any easier to put my faith in a man so infatuated with secrecy. I have had my suspicions ever since the Exarch bade you speak that day. But now I must ask. The 8th Umbral Calamity and all that followed. Everything you claim to have seen. Did you?
Help! Someone help!
Uh-oh.
The Umorans have come for us! We're under attack!
Oh, god damn it, them again? Hey, it's Lawdass! I probably shouldn't call him Lawdass with like my mouth filled with food, but you know.
Lord Vorthry, how good it is to see you. How long has it been? Not since your inauguration, unless I'm mistaken. Too long, at any rate. May I say how humbled I am to be invited not only into your city, but your home. You are as generous as ever.
And you as disingenuous. Let us dispense with the pleasantries. This merry band of dissidents people are calling warriors of darkness. They have slain sin-eaters, and by all accounts the Crystarium is complicit in their villainy. And now I hear reports of your people obstructing my soldiers, so I must ask, what exactly do you think you are doing?
I might ask you the same thing. It should be clear, even to you, speaking the light ones represents the world's only hope of survival.
One moment. One moment, Raiders. Give me a sec. Swallowing. Hello there. Yeah, bad time. I was eating while we were going through the cutscene. Hello there, Overlord, and hello there, Raiders. Welcome, welcome. What are you up to? For those who don't know, I'm Nyan, Multiversal Cat Detective, at your service. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day so far.
Even now, the people of Lakeland and Ilmeg rejoice in the return of night. For 100 years, they yearned for a means to fight back against the Sin-Eaters, and at last they have found one. Yet you choose to stand idly by and do nothing. Why?
Why? Because this hope you cling to is nothing more than a fever dream, an exercise in futility. Even should you slay the Sin-Eaters.
Nah, yeah, exactly, Zeal. Hottest NPC in the whole game. Indeed. Freaking Voltry over here. Ugh.
With what little land and resources remain, the people would be free only to starve. Before long, they would turn to violence, then to war, and ultimately usher themselves unto oblivion.
Sure thing. Whatever you say.
They require a firm hand to shepherd them from the edge. The hand of a king. Nay, a god.
Please, go ahead. Keep giving yourself titles that you don't deserve at all.
I will see their dreams fulfilled, their wishes granted. I will give them peace, order, and they shall never want for bliss.
Do you ask for a neck in return? Because, like, my god, you do not have one.
Men are fickle creatures who entertain vague ideals without the faintest notion what they cost. But a little fear can go a long way towards helping them realize what it is they truly
I counted at least 4. There is one, just lost in the rolls.
Sanctuary. And they shall find none in this world save that which I afford them.
Uh-huh.
That is why the Sin Eaters exist. To unite the world under my dominion.
A paradise fit to grace the 8th Umbral era.
What was that?
A minor epiphany, nothing more. You have always held sway over those around you. Those who defy you must submit or die. What sits before me is the inevitable result of bloated privilege and unchecked power. But man is more resilient than you think. His achievements are not the product of violence and bloodshed, but compassion and understanding. This calamity is but another crisis to be overcome. And we will, once we eliminate the Sin Eaters.
You poor deluded fool. These people care not for the morrow. They care only for the now. And the contentment they lack. What good is a paradise to them if it is 1,000 years in the making? Or even 100?
You underestimate them, Lord Thorthry. They see further than you think. I have beheld it in the blood and sweat and tears of those who would sacrifice everything for a future they may never know, that their children may never know. I have beheld it in the hopes and dreams of those who came before, which we bequeath to those who come after, that they might in turn build upon the foundations laid by our forebears. These are the bonds which hold man and his world together, not your gilded chains. And I will resist your every effort to shackle him.
You tell them!
In summary, you will continue to support the villains hunting my Sin Eaters?
Yeah!
With tremendous enthusiasm, for I have faith in the future they would build.
Why do I even bother? Fools, the lot of you! So naive! So painfully predictable!
Uh-huh.
Did you imagine I did not know your mind? That I would wait until after this meeting to dispatch my forces? Even as we speak, they march to the Sin Eaters' defense.
Uh-huh.
Insurrection will not be tolerated!
I mean, you could certainly try to stop me. But, you know, sitting on me will probably do better.
The world are mine to rule, mine to command. And you are no exception!
What the hell? Oh, he wasn't even there.
How did he? Insolent swine! I will not stand!
Oh my god, look at him. He's like a giant baby. He's actually having a temper tantrum. Look at him. Aww. And little man is mad. Oh, no, Bubba. Oh, look who it is. Yeah, he can't exactly. I won't stand for this. He can't even stand, the fool. The hell did you do?
You speak for the Knights Blessed?
I do. I presume that is your doing. If you have come to parley, I must insist that you first return him to us.
You're in no position to make demands. By Lord Vorthry's decree, Raktika now falls under the governance of Yulmore. You will henceforth answer to us.
You go get him, Zeal.
Is that so? And the children of the Everlasting Dark have acquiesced to this madness?
We have reached an accord, yes. Too many times have the Knights Blessed shunned Yulmore's overtures of friendship. The risk that you harbor hostile intentions has grown too great to ignore. Therefore, his lordship has claimed dominion over this forest and bestowed executive authority upon the children of the Everlasting Dark.
Aha.
In his wisdom, Lord Vorthry has agreed to recognize ours as the only permissible expression of dark worship. It's one true faith.
See, about that,
You
I don't
and your
care.
false creed are a blight on these woods. A foul, unholy corruption that must be cleansed. Little wonder the Warrior of Darkness visits both Lakeland and Ilmeg, yet shuns Raktika. Your perverted teachings hold blessed Shadow at bay.
You have accepted the yoke of Yulmore to spite us, then? Fools. Darkness will never return to these skies while they hold sway.
Those of you minded to obey his lordship are to make for Woven Oath with all haste. We will leave you, but you may have time to prepare.
Woven Oath? Are you suggesting we abandon our fate to join those zealots?
What has your faith afforded you thus far? Nothing! We will guide you along the righteous path.
And should we refuse?
Anyone found here upon our return will be considered a traitor to Yulmore and dealt with as such.
That does not surprise.
We will discuss these developments after I have tended to our casualty.
Do that. It can wait. Also, I hope everyone in chat is doing well today. I hope all the raiders and that are doing well. Gotta go, Nyan. Have to attend to family that slept over. Have fun. No worries, Ashen. You do good.
The god have been afflicted with the most terrible and efficacious poison. We have attempted all manner of healing incantations. Alas, his condition remains unchanged. At present, we could but slow the poison's advance. I pray it will afford us sufficient time to find a cure. That's not good. Good lord.
Okay. Okay. I think we're gonna have to call it there. I do hope that everyone has enjoyed though. So we're gonna go find someone to raid now. If you don't have access to emotes, this is your raid message. If you do have access to emotes, this is your raid message. I really hope that you've all enjoyed the stream today. We'll be back, believe it or not, for another stream tomorrow, so look forward to that. And Until then, I hope you've all enjoyed, and I'll see you again next time. Goodbye, everyone.